and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is most definitely not a review for the first Berserker KHAZAN. So dear viewer, if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. You know, I really wanted to do a review for this particular video game. When I started up the game, I was absolutely blown away by it. By the anime aesthetic, by the fact that the thing had an easy mode. We'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. The fact that it was challenging, but lots and lots of fun. I was very interested in the main character, in his character arc, in the story in particular. 140 plus hours later, yes, I'm not even kidding, over 140 hours later, after kind of, sort of, not really 2 full playthroughs of this video game, I can't review it. Why? Because I have a rule on my channel, dear viewers, which states that I will not review a video game unless I have completed said video game. That's right, I haven't finished the first Berserker KHAZAN, even after 140 hours. Even after countless hours of grinding. Countless hours of getting new armor, changing the armor, changing my weapon. I started off using dual blades, then I moved on to the spear because apparently it was easier. And it kind of, sort of, was for a while. But I can't review this game because I have spent the last 14, 15, 16 hours stuck at the final boss, which is a 3-phase fight. That's right, a 3-phase fight. Now, if you are going to receive the quote-unquote bad ending for the game, it's only a 2-phase fight. But you see, dear viewers, that 140 plus hours I spent playing the game involved playing not only the main missions, but the side missions as well. And in the process of playing these side missions, you get certain items which, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically that ensures that you get the true ending for the game. The consequence of that being, the final boss is 3 boss fights, not 2. And I'm stuck at the bloody thing. Not only that, but I've been finding it an incredibly unfair boss fight anyway. Like I already alluded when I started playing the game, yes, there were a couple of tough boss fights, and this was before they nerfed a couple of them. Most notably Viper, who was a particularly difficult boss fight. But I did not spend 14, 15, or even 16 hours fighting that bastard. The challenge always seemed particularly fair. And speaking of challenge, I am very, very, very disappointed to report that even though this game features a quote-unquote easy mode, it is absolutely not easy. Not even slightly easy. They might call it the easy mode because it's not the quote-unquote normal mode, but the easy mode in this game is still more difficult than the normal mode in Black Myth Wukong, a game that I also played, loved, and finished. Now you might be thinking, well, OCG, that's really a you problem, isn't it? Well, not really, because if you're going to call something easy, then I expect it to be easy. It's kind of in the name. Easy mode, just like my name is OCG, so you expect if you were ever to meet me in a laboratory or in a bar or in a restaurant, you would go, oh, that's OCG. Not some plonker dressed up as fucking OCG, but OCG himself. So when I play an easy mode, I want to play on easy. There's a reason I have chosen to play on easy mode. It's because I want to have fun with the game. I want to finish the game, most importantly. And don't get me wrong, dear viewers, I very well may finish this game, but sadly I will not be doing a review for it, which is a terrible shame because apart from this stumbling block that I run into, I was rather enjoying the game. Of course I was. I spent over 140 hours playing the fucking thing. Now, of course, if enough of you good people ask very nicely for me to do a review when I eventually conquer this boss fight, then I might consider that. But the only way I'm going to do that is if I see some comments down below. And of course, in that review, I'll do my usual breaking down what I loved about the game, what I didn't love about the game. I've already given away some of those things already. Spoilers. But it's a dreadful shame. That's going to be my closing statement for this. It is a dreadful shame because at one point when I was playing the game, I said to myself, this is definitely a 10 out of 10. This is a contender for Game of the Year. But sadly, oh so sadly, instead, I'm left deflated, exhausted, very tired, very tired. And I feel kind of hard done by Nexon, the developers of this game. I'll do a separate video explaining my disappointment with the quote-unquote easy mode. So yes, this has not been a review for the First Berserker KHAZAN. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh. You must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.